Friends, once again, I'm going to ask you to put your phones closer. We continue to talk about the line of combat engagement, specifically about what's happening at the front. Over the past day, there have been 150 combat engagements, with the hottest spot being the Pokrovsk direction, where the enemy made more than 30 attempts to break through our defenses. The defense forces repelled 23 attacks by the occupiers in the Huliaipol sector. Active fighting also continued in the Sloviansk, Kostiantynivka and Kozakivka areas, as well as in the southern Slobozhansky directions, where the enemy is assaulting the positions of our units. In the areas of Staritsia, Vovchansk, and towards Prilipka, Vilna, Khravsky, Vovchansky, Kuturi, and Kutkivka. And now, joining us live, Vadim, called sign Berkut, from the headquarters of the Parachute Battalion of the 25th Syecheslav Separate Airborne Brigade. Mr. Vadim, welcome.
Thank you. Glory to Ukraine.
Glory to the brave heroes. Mr. Vadim, since we can clearly see the QR code and the bank card number on the screen, we sincerely want to ask, in what specific ways can we help you today?
Yes. Our brigade is raising funds for FPV drones and their components, because FPVs are one of the main adversaries, as well as for reconnaissance UAVs, to detect the enemy in time through these combined actions. Detection and delivering fire damage. First and foremost, we provide support. We help our servicemen to carry out defensive operations.
So friends, once again, I urge you not to waste time. 10 to 15 hryvnias or more if you have the means. There are no small or large donations. Join in. Let's not waste any time. Mr. Vadim, the goal is 250,000 and 172,000 already collected. Friends, right now you can help close this fundraiser. Mr. Vadim, we're talking about the Pokrovsk direction. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes.
May I ask about the current operational situation, at least in the area of responsibility of your unit? What does it all look like?
The situation is very difficult, but under control. The enemy is actively deploying assault groups, trying to break through our defenses and secure key sites and areas in order to take control of the city. They are also conducting sabotage operations aimed at destabilizing the situation deeper within our defensive lines. But we are keeping the situation under control, inflicting significant losses on the enemy, conducting search and strike operations, detecting and destroying them.
Friends, yes, thank you for already starting to join in. Once again, I want to emphasize, let's not waste any time and close this fundraiser. You are absolutely capable of doing this. I'll repeat, 5, 10, 15 hryvnias, whatever will not affect your budget but will make a significant difference to what is happening along the line of contact, especially in the Pokrovsk direction. Mr. Vadim, of course, it's one thing for those of us in the rear. We and the viewers complain that the weather isn't great, it's too cold. But what is it like on the front line? How does this negative temperature make itself felt?
Weather conditions, especially sharp temperature drops, affect the dynamics of the enemy's infantry assaults. The intensity of their efforts has decreased. The enemy's infantry moves either in single file or in small groups, with distances of kilometers between them. But drone activity remains at a high level. They operate at low altitudes, attempt ambushes and rapid responses, and also monitor possible routes for our forces' movements. There is also a noticeable increase in the number of guided aerial bombs. This is making the situation more tense, but we continue to stay vigilant. We actively respond to any potential threats and provocations from the enemy, and use every single available resource of surveillance and firepower. And we provide our servicemen with everything they need to conduct defensive operations.
Yes, in one of the broadcasts, the drone operators mentioned that even such a simple thing, like just warming up a frozen vehicle out in the cold, and when the steam or smoke from that can be seen from a kilometer away, well, obviously you're giving away your position. Let's just say it's not very convenient. Speaking of January, today is the 2nd day of February 2026. Is there any record keeping? Can you provide some statistics from your unit regarding the elimination of enemy personnel and equipment? Which is more, which is less?
Yes, of course. In January, the enemy was destroyed. 187 personnel, 8 military vehicles, 2 artillery cannons, and 1 unit. An electronic warfare station on a wheeled chassis, 97 reconnaissance UAVs of the Skat, Orlan, and Zala types, 43 Mavics. These are the results of the combined efforts of our servicemen, artillery, and drone systems. This emphasizes that these were destroyed, not just damaged.
Significantly, dear friends, by simply using the provided QR code on your screen, you can join the important fundraiser for the guys right now. For the 25th Parachute Battalion of the 25th Sysheslav Separate Airborne Brigade. Mr. Vadim, specifically in regards to the combined approach, could we perhaps discuss in more detail the tactical coordination and synergy, looking specifically at the cooperation between the Russians, their ground infantry units, and their specialized drone operators, especially since not long ago information appeared about the increased activity of the Russian military leadership regarding the implementation, if I'm not mistaken, of the situational awareness system called SWAT. Let me repeat the question. How coordinated are the Russian infantry and drone operators?
The enemy's ground infantry and various unmanned systems demonstrate a remarkably high level of tactical coordination. They are fundamentally based on the seamless integration of technologies, specifically the sophisticated combination of strike drones to support their assaults, the constant use of specialized reconnaissance UAVs such as the Zala and Orlan platforms, which serve to guide loitering munitions like the Lancet, and advanced robotic systems are also extensively used for their logistics operations.
Mr. Vadim, whenever we open your brigade's official social media pages, we notice a very clear and consistent emphasis on the destruction of enemy Mavic drones. What exactly does this kind of hunt entail, specifically the hunt for drones? Can you describe what level of skill this requires from drone operators?
Yes, our brigade is actively working in this direction and constantly improving. This is an FPV crew focused on detecting and destroying enemy Mavic-type quadcopters. First and foremost, this helps our servicemen who are on the front lines, because every destroyed quadcopter means the enemy loses the ability to observe and adjust their actions. A UAV operator, above all, must be well trained, able to professionally control the aircraft, and it is also extremely important to consistently maintain a great deal of patience.
Friends, I hope you have both the patience and the resources to join the fundraiser right here and now. The QR code is already on your screens. We are raising funds for the Parachute Battalion of the 25th Sysheslav Separate Airborne Brigade. Guys and girls are defending us, friends, on the Pokrovsk front.